Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, we begin session 1 on life's purpose by Mr. S. Prakash. Mr. Prakash is the CEO of Sea Change Consulting. He's an author, motivational speaker, researcher, entrepreneur, thought leader, writer, and life coach. May I now hand over the session to Mr. S. Prakash.
Good morning. I don't hear you. People have left there. They should be able to hear you to the tune of 1, 2, 3. You should be heard in the entrance of SR Ministry, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. One of the most fascinating subjects that I always come across, maybe on a slightly negative note to start with, but yet something worthwhile. All of us who are born, we all know where we are going to land up one day. One of the places that we least like to visit, but we don't have a choice but to go there one day. When we look back at our life, or somebody else is going to look after our life, look at us after the life. Born so-and-so here, passed away so-and-so here. And in between, there's a small dash which is put there. This dash represents the time that you have spent in this world. For many of the people who don't know you, it's say 18 so-and-so to 19 so-and-so, 19 so-and-so to 20 so-and-so. What are you going to be remembered for when you actually leave? I was, long time back, during my college days, reading the story of Alfred Nobel, one of the biggest, I would say, philanthropist, a person who has served a very noble cause. Accidentally, while he was alive, one day he opened the newspaper and he found his own eulogy. And what was written about his perceived death wasn't much of thing to talk about. People had said that he is the person who invented dynamite. He is the person who is the co-reason or the only reason for many of us to die. And they all said, it's nice he has left. When Alfred Nobel saw this, he was really shaken. He was saying, after all that I have done, all the wealth I have created, is this what I am going to be known for? And apparently that day, he decided to change his life. And then he went in search of whatever gave him a purpose in life. And that's how Nobel Awards were born. Today, to get a Nobel Award is a lifetime achievement for many. The same purpose for which the award was created is the purpose for which the awards are being given. Take any of the great leaders. If you remember, or if I have to ask you to recall the top 5 people whom you remember, most probably you will recall people who have done something to change the society, to change the lives of the people, to change at least the life of a section of the society which really was close to their hearts. When we finally take that leave, one final leap from which we don't come back, what would the world remember us for? At a very lowly level, it's quite easy to set very simple goals like what all of us do. Get educated, get a nice degree, go out, get a good job, get a good check at the end of month, every month, start putting that money into the bank, become rich, maybe one day start a business, become an entrepreneur like many of us have done. At the end of the day, what are you going to be remembered for? Goals really take you to a level which is more of a personal satisfaction. When you look at life's purpose, it's something where the society finally remembers you. Look at the life of Mahatma Gandhi, a person who could have made a very good living as a barrister. But finally, when he gave up all his practice to get into that one single cause which was close to his heart, that we are enjoying even today, the freedom. You take the life of any of the great leaders, take the life of Swami Vivekananda. he was educated in spirituality by his Guru Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. And he said, this is a message which has to go to the world. And much against all the odds, including poor health, he traveled to the USA, gave that famous first 9/11 incident, as they call, on the 11th of September 1893, the famous speech that he gave to the religion conference, and then propagated the message of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa throughout the world. Today, anyone whom you can remember, whether it be a vice chancellor, whether it be the chancellor of your university, everyone who had a purpose made a huge difference in their lives. It's quite easy to be carried away by short-term momentum, short-term victories. At the end of the day, at the age of 60, 70, 80, when you have to look back at your life, can you say with satisfaction that this is what I achieved? The marks today might matter a lot. The job that you get at the end of the day, I see a campus interview going on, makes a lot of difference. All these really do matter in the short run. But in the longer run, at the fag end of your life, I mean, it's too early to think, but when you start planning towards that, would you make an impact? Would you make a revolution? Would you make a positive impact on the lives of the people, where at least a few would say that thanks to this person, my life changed? This is exactly what I would call as life's purpose. In the next 24 hours, what you're going to see are tools, tips, techniques, which are going to give you a lot of insights into what can kindle that spirit inside of you. Something that would help you to go out and seek that which normally is not sought. The normal victories, the normal wins, the normal home runs, all that we do are good. What I want to say is that in this batch of 900 people who are going to leave this year, as your Vice Chancellor was saying, if there is one person who goes out and sets the world alight by the effort that you bring in, could be an invention, could be a great creation, could be a novel idea, could be a new concept that you bring in, which really does something which is positive on the society, it's going to make a big difference. The reason why we chose this topic as life's purpose to start with is to put a thought in that each one of us can make a big difference. John F. Kennedy, or rather his brother Robert F. Kennedy, once said, not all people can rewrite history, but a few of us, by the courageous acts of the leap of faith that we take, can make that small changes which would in some way shape the history over a period of time. We can surely make a change if we convince to ourselves that we are capable of making the difference. The topic that I am going to take up next, I am cutting short on the first one because of the shortage of time. We are going to move into one of the interesting concepts, something which always fascinates all of us, the power of mind. With a disclaimer, I am going to start. I want to prove it to you that I can read your mind. I want you to do a small mental exercise as I am taking you along. Think of any number between 1 and 9. Multiply that number by 9. Whatever number that you get, add them back as single digit. For example, you thought 5 multiplied by 9, 45, 4 plus 5 becomes 9. Deduct 5 out of that. Now you have a number in your mind. Pick up an alphabet which is equivalent to this. If it is 1, it is A. If it is 2, it is B. If it is 3, it is C. Something like that. Done it? Okay. Think of a country which begins with this alphabet. Done? Okay, take this country's name. Take the second alphabet of this country and think of any animal that you can think of. Now, I am sure 9 out of 10 in this room are thinking about Denmark and elephant. Am I right? No big deal. Small, simple mathematics. But anyway, just to start on a funny note. All my programs are interactive. So I'm going to start with a small exercise. I'm sure all of you have notes. Notepad. All of you have. I will ask the person who's sitting next to you to bend a little bit right on the back, so that can act as a souvenir. All of you are familiar with cricket? I don't hear you. Okay, good. We are going to have a design cum drawing competition. For this design cum drawing competition, there are going to be 3 objects which I want you to do. Are you all ready? Just take a pen or a pencil, a small paper. The first object that I am going to give for you, draw a cricket bat. Are you all ready? Draw a cricket bat. Done? Okay, now the second object which I want you to draw or design is a cricket ball. Do it, second object. Done? Okay, now, how many of you are familiar with the game of cricket? You would have watched a lot of T20, you would have watched test matches. Many of you would have your idol as Virat Kohli or Sachin or Dhoni or whoever. All of you watch the game of cricket? Yes or no? Okay, good. Now, the game of cricket involves a lot of net practice. People play in the evening to prepare themselves. I saw a big cricket ground here. In the net practice, a lot of cricket balls are used. All these balls, at the end of the day, gather a lot of grime, grass, dust. All these are to be cleaned and made ready so that it can be used the next day. Right? Normally what you do is you put a person who take a ball, take a cloth, clean it, wipe it and keep it there. I have got a contract from ICC. The contract is quite simple. I have been authorized today while I am at SRM to ask someone who is here to design an automated cricket ball cleaning machine. A cricket ball cleaning machine where you can just put the balls inside, it automatically gets cleaned, it comes out. The best design in this room, I am going to buy it outright. Whatever price I get from ICC, I will share 50-50 with you. Okay? So what I want you to do, the third object, take a sheet of paper, take just 2 minutes, whatever comes to your mind. I am not looking at a great drawing, I am looking at a concept. Whatever comes to your mind as an automated cricket ball cleaning machine, quickly design that in your paper. Just take about a minute because we are going live, so we will keep it short. Whatever conceptually comes. Automated cricket ball cleaning machine. How many of you have done? Okay, good. At least 7-8 hands which have gone up. Good. Just look at the person who is next to you and see how good that design is. Is it better than yours or yours is better than that? Just quickly look. All of you have seen? Now I am going to bet my life on what I am going to say now. Is it a fact that for object 1 and 2, there is not much of variation between what you drew and the other person drew? Right or wrong? Maybe the length is slightly longer or width is, but more or less it resembles the same as what the other person has drawn. Right or wrong? Right, okay. For the third object, does it so happen that the object seems to be different? Everyone seems to be different. Am I right? Why is it that for the third object that you have actually designed or drawn, it's completely different, whereas for the first and second, more or less the entire room is the same? First two is common, very good. Original and creative. My question to the audience is, first two are more or less common. Why is it that what we brought for the third object, we couldn't bring for the first and second? Sorry? IPR. First and second, why the designs are not different? Why is it that the third seems to be different in the room, whereas the first and second are the same? First and second are already preconceived, it's already there. Okay, now let me put it back to you. When I spoke about the cricket bat initially, is it a possibility that that cricket bat, what I spoke, could have been a bat, like a mosquito bat, could have been an electronic bat with which you can kill the cricket insects? Is it a possibility? Any of you thought about that? No. The second one, the cricket ball, could have been a ball made out of the insects that you killed using the cricket bat. Possible. Anyway, let me now go back. That's why when I initially said, I asked you how many of you are familiar with cricket. I never said game of cricket. when it came to the third object, I asked you how many of you are familiar with the game of cricket as it is being played. Now I'm going to ask you a question. To make you peep into your mind to find out, why is it that the creativity that we brought to the third wasn't there for the first and second object? Because we already decided, we know it. I have seen it. I have seen the bat, I have played cricket, I know how the ball looks. Why should I do something different? In the last 150 years since the game of cricket is being played, the bat as you see today has gone through at least about 45 to 50 design changes because somebody thought about it. 2 years back when Matthew Hayden played with that, what was the bat called? Sorry? Mongoose bat. So how did it come about if somebody did not apply their creativity there? What is stopping us from being original for the first and second? It is because you are drawing from the past. The past has told you already, this is how a bat looks. This is how a ball looks. I cannot get creative with this. Nobody stopped you for the third because you had never heard of it before. So you are able to design something which apparently did not exist before. You are able to come out with your full potential for the third, whereas for the first and second, it was still the same. This is where the biggest challenge comes. The mind works like parachute when it is open. For the first and second, your mind was closed. Though I wanted you to, when I started the activity, I said design come drawing competition, which means you are permitted to design even for the first and second. Nobody stopped you. Had you designed something different for first and second, maybe you could have got an award. I could have gone back to ICC for that as well. It may be fascinating for you to know that mind is a very funny machine. In a day, when you are awake, apparently in the awakening stage, you get anywhere between 80 to 100,000 thoughts from the time you get up till you go to sleep in the night. Out of these 80 to 100,000 thoughts, it has been studied and found out, surprisingly, that about 50% of the thoughts that we have are neutral thoughts. A neutral thought by definition is a thought which has no effect. For example, I am standing, you see a picture, you see someone walking there, it is a white wall, it's a blue background, whatever. Thoughts which have absolutely no relevance, it just comes and goes. It has been found out of the remaining 50% thoughts, close to about 49% thoughts are negative. Negative thoughts normally, I can't do, I won't do, I might fail, I am not capable, I don't have the talent, my father didn't have it, I can't have it, it's not in my genes, it's not in my DNA, society doesn't permit, my religion doesn't permit, from the town in which I was born, nobody has ever done it. All these thoughts which normally can be clubbed in one single phrase. Lack of belief, fear, doubts. What holds us back everywhere from your childhood? If someone had told you that you are a great person, you are going to make it big, you are going to be the next Sachin Tendulkar of India, you are going to be the next Amitabh Bachchan, you are going to be the next Ambani, you are going to be the next whatever, we will remember that person for life. Unfortunately, throughout the world, what happens from childhood till people grow up is nothing but after 6, I don't want you to stay out, come back. After 7, no TV. You cannot study this because our family, everyone is an engineer. You can't become a management graduate. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you should not do this, you should not do that. To the extent that you are continuously tapped like this in the head, to the extent we bend so much, we can't again come back. What we call as scripting. The whole thing has been scripted inside of you, and what you came out with, the cricket bat, is nothing but an automated script which is working inside of you. The moment you are willing to suspend that disbelief that it is possible for me to do something new. When I gave you a third object which is completely out of the blue, you have never heard it before, your mind started working because no one has ever taught you how an automated cricket ball cleaning machine would look. It was something which made your mind to open up. You automatically did something which was fascinating. If you really look at it, that 1% positive thoughts, what you have, is what has made us today whatever we are. When I was taking a session like this to college students, one person came and asked in the seminar, "Sir, how is it possible that 50% is neutral, 49% is negative? How is it possible that just 1% positive thought, I am improving so much?" I just gave an example, a very simple example. Let us take a room of about 200 square feet. The room is completely shut on all sides. Lights are all off. You are inside the room. It's completely dark. What should I do to bring light into the room? One single candle or one single lit matchstick is sufficient to bring light and dispel darkness. Like that, many times, positive thoughts, one thought many times is sufficient to dispel that fear. Positive thoughts are quite simple. They are the thoughts which make you believe you can. Thoughts of self-belief, thoughts of self-esteem, thoughts which tell you it's possible for me to do, I can, I shall, I will. Hence, the script happens. You would have seen this predominantly in a group, whether it be a cricket team or a management team or a big factory or a big university like this. If there is one leader who is positive, whose words can influence others, you will find that automatically people follow. And then everyone gets the belief system. Imagine, every thought is like a seed. When you sow a seed, it has to germinate and someday it has to become a tree. It may become a seed, it may become a tree tomorrow, the day after, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, doesn't matter. Every day we are doing nothing but sowing seeds continuously. All these seeds will germinate into action and hence results. Let me give a very simple example for you to understand this. Imagine that you are standing in a queue in a bank. You are going to deposit some cash into the bank counter or withdraw. While standing in the queue, when I reach the counter, I have three options to make. The first option, I go to the counter, do nothing, come back. I neither withdraw nor deposit. The second one, I do withdrawal. The third one, I deposit cash. Let us take it that I have enough money, I don't need money for me to run my family on a day-to-day basis. If given a choice, if I have money in my hand, would I go and deposit, would I go and come back, or would I withdraw additional cash? The normal basic logic tells you it makes sense for you to deposit cash because the money grows. Likewise, you have 100,000 thoughts which have been given to you. The greatest advantage all of us have, like time, what Mr. Venki Rajagopal spoke in the morning. 24 hours is common to all of us. I don't think anyone in this room can say that I have more than 24 hours, or anyone can say God has given me 1 hour less. Likewise, thoughts are free. Nobody is asking you to pay for the thoughts. It's God's gift to us. Our ability to invest in ourselves, to see whether the script inside of us can change. I'm going to ask you a question. It's a quick fire, rapid round response. You will have less than 5 seconds to answer. And you can answer in unison, you don't need to stand up or separately answer. If you don't answer within 5 seconds, I will not take the answer after that. Listen to this carefully, I will only share this question once. Let us take that there is a race which is happening, a 100-meter sprint. In this 100-meter sprint, several initial rounds have happened. And in the several initial rounds, you have been the fastest till now. Which means if the race has to run as it is supposed to run, in the finals when there are 8 people standing, you are likely to win. You are the fastest till now. Okay, you all get into the race, you stand there, the referee is about to call 1, 2, 3 and shoot. It so happens, only for you, someone comes and ties a 100-kilo cement bag onto your back with 100 kilo cement inside it, and the referee counts 1, 2, 3 and the race starts. Who will win and why? 5 seconds over. Who will win? Will you win? No? Okay, good. That's what the students from the back say. What has happened here? In less than 5 seconds, I put a cement bag onto your back and you are unable to remove it. All it would have taken for you is tell the referee, please stop, this is unfair, let me take the bag and run. I put a cement bag onto your back and you are not able to run. You say, I am going to lose. All that negative thoughts, the cricket bags that you have, are the cement bags that you loaded onto your back. All it needs for you is to make a choice today to take that bag off your back. You can run, you can win, except that you write your own script. How is it possible? I have a bag on my back, how will I run? It's not possible, it's not going to happen. And you're already stuck. And this bag I just put a few seconds back on your back. Likewise, bags are being loaded onto our back from our childhood till now at the rate of 100,000 thoughts a day. These thoughts, some of them come from outside, some of them are internally generated. Some of these points will be covered by me and various other speakers in various topics, so I don't want to go deeper into that. The only thing I can say is these scripts can be changed. Let me give you an example. I am going from Chennai to Bangalore. After about 3 hours of journey, I find Vilupuram. Am I on the right track? I am not on the right track unless I am taking a detour. I should have found Pundamalli, Kanjipuram, Velur, whatever, and then I should be on way to Bangalore. What should I do to get back to Bangalore? The first thing I need to do is to stop and take a U-turn. That's all I need to do. All you need to do today is to decide that let me now take a U-turn. Fortunately or unfortunately, we are all victims of what we call as others' baggage. Your baggage need not be my baggage. I don't need to carry it. I don't need your cement bags. I have enough of them to get rid. Yet, if you take a call today, it is possible for you to get rid of the cement bags. Some of the techniques that you're going to face today, that you're going to hear today, that you're going to taste today, are going to be out of the world. That's why I said in my introduction speech in the morning, that one thought, that one technique, that one wisdom, that one knowledge can change. The only thing you need to bear in mind, you need to understand, it may not change you unless you do something about it. This is what I normally ask wherever I deliver a lecture, whether in corporates or in schools or in colleges. I normally ask them, what is a skill set? The answer that I normally give them after a little bit of interaction with them, skill set is knowledge in action. For example, if I ask you what is a plus b whole squared? What is a plus b whole squared? Okay, very good. Tell me, how do you use it in practical life? How do you use it in practical life? You don't know. Maybe a person who is going to use will know. All of you know Fibonacci series. What is the first number? Second number? Third number? 2. Fourth number? 3. Fifth number? Okay, tell me, where do you use it? Unfortunately for us, we are saddled thanks to the way in which we have been brought up. I don't want to blame anyone. That's how our system currently is. You are saddled with knowledge for the sake of knowledge. And knowledge is like a bank deposit which is not being used. If I have 100 crore deposit in my bank, and if every day still I have to beg on the street for food, won't you laugh at me? Likewise, all of us unfortunately have been tutored from our childhood. We have been told continuously, gather knowledge, gather knowledge, gather knowledge, gather knowledge. But you have never been told, put knowledge into action. The only knowledge that you put into action is what is going to help you climb up the corporate ladder or make you successful in business. I can know anything and everything about financial ratios. I can know anything and everything about mind mapping. I can know everything about time management, about goal setting, about planning, about international trade, about employment, how to ace an interview, how to go out and do a GD. All that will remain in reams of paper. All this today in one single verb, as they call, can be Googled. Google is no more a word, it's a verb. I can Google it. Whatever I am speaking today, you can go and find in the web. Why am I here? The only difference is a person who takes that knowledge and puts into action. Even in this whole day, if you are going to be here, if you're able to pick up that one point of any speaker, please be aware, many times what happens is, when the most important thing happens, for a second I lose focus, the point goes. Hence you have to be on high alert. Anything happens, that one single thought, note it down, ensure you go back and put it into action. The future that you can make can be made by rewriting the script. You don't need to worry about the past. The past may be holding you back if you give it power. All I have to do is decide to take the U-turn, go back. I have found out that I am on the wrong route. I am going to Viduppuram. I am not supposed to be going to Viduppuram. I am supposed to be going to Bangalore. I have to take a U-turn. That's the first step you have to take. From today, whatever thought you make, just ask yourself, is it neutral? Is it positive? Is it negative? Imagine every thought you are making, you are depositing into your thought bank. And every thought you are putting into the thought bank will convert into reality tomorrow, day after, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Many of the techniques that people are going to teach you today is going to be about writing your own script. Be ready to write your own script. Even if it is a one-word script, it can change your world. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. S. Prakash on the topic Life's Purpose and Power of Mind.